The last time there was an NBA lockout, the Knicks made the playoffs. 66-game season, and it started on Christmas Day. David Stern was in charge of the NBA. He was the commissioner. He was almost on his way out. Adam Silver is the commissioner now, and that's going to have a major, major impact on whether or not there will be an NBA lockout. Now, the NBA season is almost single digits away. But they have until, I believe, December 15th to exercise their opt-out clause, as Adrian Wojnarowski from Yahoo Sports put it, of the current 10-year deal. So basically what happened in 2011 is after the season was shortened to 66 games, there was a work stoppage because, yes, at the end of the day, this is their job. The 66-game season started on Christmas Day, and it was beautiful.
It was a great Christmas. I remember it vividly. It was a horrible lead up to it because we didn't know when it was going to happen.
We thought there was a chance that there wasn't going to be an NBA season because at that point there was a major rift between the idea that the players and the owners, or the teams I should say, the basketball-related income. You guys are going to see a ton of these words pouring out from media outlets in the next 10 or so days. BRI. It stands for basketball-related income.
Yeah.
It means TV money. It means sales that go into the team itself, advertising deals, all those things. And in the end of the day, if you're any fan of a team or a player, I should really say the players, you want the players to be making more money. If you're a businessman, well, that's a lot of the time where these agreements come to a major halt, because in the end of the day, it's a business, and the businesses, the teams, the owners, they want to make the most money possible. So a couple quick little things. According to Wojnarowski, it seems unlikely that there will be any kind of lockout. However, the NBA and the NBA Players Association each have until December 15th to exercise their clause of the current 10-year deal that was reached in 2011. Both sources on sides believe that a new deal will be in place prior to this date. Much of the remaining talks are centered upon smaller elements of the collective bargaining agreement, the league sources said. For example, a significantly higher rookie contract scale and two-way contracts between the NBA and the NBA Development League, the D-League, that will add more jobs for the union. So guys, a lot of the time you see 10-day contracts being played, like Jimmer Fredette in the Knicks last year got a 10-day contract, like a trial period. They want to make this more so you have, I would assume, more financial security for these players so they have more work in the first place. The 2011 lockout was so concerned about the actual salaries of players, where this one is way more confined to let's give the rookies a little bit more money. We have so much money coming in the first place, and let's figure out some stuff to do with the D-League so they get more jobs. This doesn't seem like we have a 50-game season coming and starting in January.
Yeah, and if you don't have LeBron James kind of advocating for any sort of lockout, then I don't think you're going to get it. When you had such big-name players that were advocating for it, I remember consistently when I was waiting for the NBA season to kick off in 2011,
Kickoff? They use their feet now?
They should. It'd be a fun game. When I was waiting for it to tip off, the interview kept going to LeBron, and I was just waiting. I was like, come on, LeBron, just make it okay. Just make this happen. And they were very stubborn, and rightly so. But as you look through the articles, we talk about how the internet is undefeated. No, basically the NBA is undefeated against. No, they are undefeated.
They're 82-0.
But the NBA is undefeated against the Players' Union. So to expect that anything would change this time, especially with such a more minuscule focus point, I don't think it's going to happen. Which is still, I mean, I'm not going to care either way. I'm just delighted the fact that we're only nearly single digits away from the NBA season happening. But I just don't believe that any sort of lockout is imminent this year.
Right.
I think
I agree
everything's going to kick off as planned.
Right. Everything will kick off as planned. And again, they have, what's so weird about this one is they have until the 15th, so that means the season could technically start, and then 15 games, or no, not even, it'll be 10 games in, they can decide, we're opting out, and boom. It would cause mayhem. I actually have trust in Adam Silver that this won't be the issue. And again, if you read into, I'm going to leave an article from SB Nation where they said the NBA is richer than ever, and that only makes a lockout more likely. It's not necessarily true, but they make some good points, including the league share of revenue exploding in 2011, thanks to concessions from the Players' Union. It exploded again in 2016 as the new TV broadcast deal kicked in. The deal pays the league roughly $1.6 billion per year more than the previous contract. And the revenue split between the leagues and players means, in rough numbers, $800 million of that increase goes straight to players through a higher salary, and $800 million of the increase goes to teams. Meanwhile, there are no specific new expenses associated with the boosted revenue. This is as close to free money as a business can get. Again, you would think that the more money pouring in would cause more of a problem, but not when you have something in place that splits it down the middle for players and teams.
Well, I'm sure if there was less money pouring in, that would cause more of a problem. If they were broke.
Yeah,
And
right.
they had to find a way. So just
The new TV deal is worth $8. You get 4.
I give you $1.
I get 4. All right, comment below. Do you think there will be an NBA lockout? Do you think the TV deal is going to cause more problems? Do you think the NBA season will start and then stop and then maybe start again? Who knows? Like, favorite, subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. Francis_Maxwell on Twitter. JasonRuben91. Everything else in the description box below. See you next time.